Welcome to the AFoOL podcast. This is episode number 22, and we're going to continue on with the Southeast bracket and why being raised as an only child really annoyed my sister.
What's up, guys? Mardi Gras Man 23 here once again on Joey's podcast over on BrickTrains. That's him over there. I might get this right if we quit moving around. And down below is Jabo, the tipper truck army.
It's continuing to grow.
Yeah, I've noticed more people with tipper truck. Yeah. I saw the Fabuland tipper truck.
Yes.
I started to comment that you were going to go after him to get that tipper from him.
It was funny. His sig fig showed up later in the afternoon after he had made his post. The stuff he had contacted me a couple weeks ago about sending me a sig fig. I said, "Yeah, you can send me one as long as you send me your address, so I can send you something." So we're talking about Robin Hall here. So.
Yeah,
y'all posted the same day, didn't you? Or did you?
We
do
did.
That?
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't know when his showed up, but as soon as his showed up, I was like, "Oh man," because I didn't have a tracking number for his or anything, and then it showed up in the mail today, and I was like, "Huh." So up on Instagram it went. Those little signs that I made or had Eclipse Graphics make, the B and the T. I don't have one close. I can't believe that was actually, we had made those as a trophy or an idea for a trophy in the little card. So Robin Hall is actually the first recipient of a BrickTrains award. It was supposed to be 2 years ago. We just never did it. So, well, I hope by the time this airs, I will have already been back from Florida.
Yeah.
The pipelines are open, so
yeah, hopefully you don't get stranded.
Yeah.
Well, we've already changed our plans. We were going to go through Georgia and on the way down Friday and stop just a little south of Atlanta, and then carry on the next day. We've changed that. Now we're going to go through Alabama and we're going to stop in Montgomery.
Is that a shorter route?
You know, it's like 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. I think technically it's a little bit longer going through Alabama, or it's shorter going through Alabama, but I think it's quicker going through Georgia because you're on a 75 for a chunk of it. But I think, hopefully by the end of it, we'll be coming back through. So, of course, I asked Julian on his stream tonight, his Building It stream, if he had any gas. Guess what answer I got?
Yeah, my daughter was supposed to be going to Florida this weekend too, so we don't know. We'll know for sure. Of course, we're filming this way before. I mean, this is will probably be old news by the time people watch this.
Yeah.
Well, and we're actually, because I'm going to Florida. My fellow AFoOLs here have graciously done one early, so we're really early on this one for us. Nobody else will notice. It'll all come out at the same time. All right, well, bracket time.
Sure. Bracket time. Get my glasses.
Right. Let me get it. Let me see here. Let me.
We're not going to have any comments to look at.
I know. We'll have to look back at the last podcast and see if any were added.
No, I don't think so, because I heart them all once we've gone through them.
Okay.
But I don't think there has been any. Yeah, the one that we've already. So what is it? The Northeast, the green section. I'm not sharing. Let me share, and then for all our audio listeners, sorry. I hope this doesn't freeze because it just looks like it went wonky. Oh, is it flickering?
I'm having an epileptic seizure.
Oh. Look away, look away. It's hitting.
Didn't even stop. Did it quit? All right.
There it goes.
Wow, what was that about? I'll have to edit that out. I think it's something with my computer, because that the one video that went up that was all freaky at the end, that is
the same flickering. It was the same flickering.
Yeah, and
so I thought that maybe you got that effect where you do the system hacked. I thought maybe the effect got carried on through too long through the end, but so it was this.
I guess, yeah.
Anyway,
I don't know. I don't have enough memory for the computer.
It's a problem I've occasionally had with YouTube uploads. Not so much now that I got true high-speed internet, but you would edit a video, it'd seem fine. You upload it, and then something will go wrong in the upload. It like only a portion of the video would play or something. So.
Well, at first, that's what I thought was the problem. That it was something happened that got corrupted in the upload, or when YouTube does some kind of voodoo to the video anyway. I thought it was that. But when I went back and looked at the compiled video on my computer, it was built into that file. And I was like, wow. So without having to lose all my statistics and stuff, I just went in there and tried to chop it off at the end.
That's what I've done. Chop the stuff out.
Yeah, I've uploaded them before, and they've had like a black. You can hear the volume and the commentary, but it's like a black. Might be a minute of just black screen space.
Huh. Wow. Good job, you two. Do better. All right. 2014 and 1974.
So we're gonna do the obvious and go to 74 first.
Yeah, I think so.
Lego Family, a classic.
It is a classic. And
I was okay. So Julian Bricksmith, I did watch one of his videos.
That one,
and he discovered he discovered maxi figures, and I think it was more of the family people.
This one.
I think it was parts that would have gone to that set.
Yeah,
and he built the old lady and stuff, and he asked me a question in that video. I was like, so now I don't feel bad if I haven't seen his video, because clearly he hasn't seen mine. Because I've talked about these guys all the time. I think you didn't know it was Lego.
This is the one I clicked on the first time. I mean, you've done a video on that one before. That's a train.
That's called Locomotive. And there is another set that is the alternate build. It's the exact same set.
Didn't you call that the worst locomotive?
Yes, those two are the exact same set. One, they're alternate builds flipped around, is what it is. What'd you say, Earl?
I said, didn't you call that the worst locomotive ever?
Yeah, the worst Lego train ever.
Worst Lego train. That's what you called it.
Yeah.
At least it had round wheels.
Yeah, I guess maybe that was before I saw that one. That was just the bricks for wheels. Wait, of course, I'm changing my YouTube name to Bricks for Wheels.
We do have the tipper truck in this one.
Oh, so this is the 612. So I made the shirt, or you made the shirt.
Yes.
Logo, and it's established 1976 because that's when the 435 came out. But nope, 1974 is the 612 version.
Well, wait a minute. Look at there's a tipper truck in 360. It's a little bit different.
Yeah, it's a gravel quarry. They call it Gravel Works. The U.S. version is called Brickyard. It's got a tipper truck, but a square one.
Which is crazy because it's the same year. You'd think it would have been the same truck.
Yeah, eventually I envision doing a video with like 3 or 4 of those. I think I got 4 of them, and so I could have the quarry where all the tipper trucks are going.
Nice. Blue track.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a question because the video hasn't come out yet. But I did a 726 video, and I think you just did the 725 right here. BrickTrains. And I got the blue track out, and you'll see how silly I did in the video. But I didn't have a connector piece for power pickup.
It doesn't come with the set.
Oh, yeah, okay. But so is that just a single piece?
I don't know if they sold. It came with the transformer, I think.
So did it clip onto the track rail?
Yeah. So if you look under one of your center rails,
right,
there's like an area where like a 2x4 brick could go in 2 different places on it, and it clips. It's got it's a little blue plate with 2 pieces of metal, and it clips. It connects to that and touches the rails, the underside of the rails.
Okay.
And then the wire runs under the track to Yeah, I got a couple of those. You can use the gray one also, but they should. Is that what seven? What's that number there? 741 is the transfer. You need that transformer, and they make a US version where you don't have to buy a converter.
Right.
I actually got a converter that can convert it from like the 220 that they have in some European.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, so I took a 9. Let's see. I took a 9-volt transformer, right, the black one with the yellow, and I took a broken cable that I had, and I just clipped the end off of it, and then I stuck 2 wires in the rails and shoved it together. It did for the video.
So you ran it with a 9-volt motor?
Yeah, I mean it just ran slow.
It runs slow. So get this, as something I didn't know, because they make the 4.5 volt, and you can put a 4.5 volt motor on there just as well as you can a 12 volt. The thing is, there's a little thing that you can. And I'd have to go back and look at my transformer, but there's a setting or a brick or something you put on there where it won't go past a certain point.
Yeah.
Where you can actually run your 4.5 volt as powered rail, but they don't want you to turn it all the way full speed because you burn the motor up.
Right. That's back in the day before we had a whole bunch of safety rules and all the electric. Yeah. It'll work fine. Just don't put a transformer up real high.
Yeah, this is when those transformers were on the shelf right next to lawn darts.
If you see smoke.
So for the younger generation that never saw the Saturday Night Live skits with Dan Aykroyd,
bag of glass.
Yeah, it was. So do you remember the toy? It was this thing that was like a exercise ball with handles that you would ride and bounce around. There are tons of injuries from things like that.
Yeah.
So what was 74 going against? 2014?
Yeah. That 810 gear set looks pretty. Do you have that? That looks like kind of a Tinker toy.
It's like a precursor to Technic.
Yeah, and it kind of looks like Tinker Toy models, like Erecta sets.
So it's got the 2x4 gray brick with the holes, which is a early Technic thing. It's got white axles.
Yeah.
And it's got those little red pieces sometimes people might that connect to the axles. Those are pieces that sometimes people might throw away, not thinking they're Lego.
Oh, and the center hubs, you mean, on the wheels?
Well, there's another little. It's kind of almost like a bushing.
Okay.
It's red. Some of those
right there. Well, that's the end of it. We're
there's not much.
Yeah.
The Maersk container ship.
Yeah.
That's the first Maersk set, and it's pretty expensive. I didn't realize that. I found the entire hull at a antique store where somebody had separated things by color.
I remember that. I didn't realize that was that old.
Yeah, 1974.
Well, do we
even have to look at 214?
I vote 2014.
Yeah, we'll just go with 2014.
So we got to see. Well, at least we got to see what 1974 was. And the child bedroom, though. Oh, before we go, that plaid bed.
Oh, that's what.
Yeah, I like that.
Now, is this? Or have you did you ever get that missing the last set you needed for the home?
No, in fact, it might be one of these. Close that back down. No, it's not in there. There's there's another dining room set that I need to finish piecing together. Yeah, it was. I guess it was from an earlier or later year.
Yeah, I think the tipper trucks have kind of taken your attention away, from the homemakers.
All right, so 2014, that gives us 1961 and 2002.
2002. Although
just gonna call it.
We're just gonna call 2002.
Actually, 2002 might not be that great a year, relatively speaking. But look, you got town plan. Actually, that's just the board for town plan.
It's just the board.
We had town plan last week.
Now, this might be an interesting one. These green pieces, that's early.
So the only one thing I learned before YouTube was 2x3 green plates are about the only green things you would see outside of base plates.
Right.
From the 60s.
Right.
But there's some 2x2. The 2x2s would actually be more rare.
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And I got a question. I don't know if it applies to this year, but somebody asked me about those canisters.
Okay.
They look like the rectangle boxes as far as like the sets. Some of the sets, don't they? Those, but they're all like 700 something.
So they matched up. To the best of my knowledge, they matched up to the flat pack boxes, the 700s.
Oh, that would be yeah.
But some of those would have matched up. Now these square boxes, that was a Samsonite thing. Was there some down here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, those are different. Okay.
Well, they're bad pictures.
Yeah. There's a bigger one.
Yeah, there's.
So it's more like these types of sets.
Yeah, it would have been more like the flat boxes here.
Okay.
See if I can see the other 700.
You know, so that nobody has they're not on Bricklink and they're not on BrickTsar.
What's that?
The canisters.
The canisters are not? Are you sure?
I searched 700. I don't want to get us down a rabbit hole, but
that's what this whole podcast is a rabbit hole.
Oh yeah.
You may be right. There they are.
Oh, they are on there.
Oh, I know why you couldn't find them.
I searched the wrong. It's this _0-2.
So here's So when Hugh opened it up to the older stuff, there was a lot of things missing, and I volunteered to help get that stuff that I had pictures of. So I went through because Lego, this part number is 700/0. 700/2, and I put them in, and I like single-handedly brought BrickTsar to its knees for a little while.
I didn't know how to do underscores.
Well, I kept trying to teach them. Yeah, I kept trying to make them as part of the URL.
Oh,
so it broke. Anytime you go to those pages, it broke. So I contacted Hugh immediately and went, sorry, and he figured it out and changed them all to. He just did a bulk search to replace whatever in his database and changed them all to underscore. But that underscore makes it hard to search.
Yeah,
it really throws the search off. So
I wish it looks like it's almost like if you could just have it 700 space 0. Maybe.
Yeah, it won't take a space either because that number is actually part of the URL.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know if you can see it up there, but it's sets /700_0. So a space or a backslash really messes up the URL.
All right. So somebody told is definitely not on Bricklink.
Yeah, they may not be. I don't.
So it is on Brick. So I got this question. I think it was Instagram question.
I can tell you a dead giveaway on these pictures. You said you could tell my pictures, and I said because they're bad. But if you notice, that's a jumbo Samsonite brick sitting there that it's sitting on. That's a dead giveaway because I used a lot of those jumbo Samsonite bricks as kind of like placeholders and things to hold them up with. So if you see one of those, that's guaranteed my picture.
So I was wrong on the year. So this is pre-patent.
50, yes.
So these would be bricks with no tubes.
Yeah, possibly.
Well, no. Okay, so they could have been the first year it was released was 57. So the early ones, like there's ones that you showed me. Is it Loris?
Yeah, Loris. Yeah, that's how I pronounce it. I don't.
Okay, and they had the Merston style canisters or the older style canisters. So those technically should probably have tubeless ones, right?
They might. Yeah.
But I don't know how long these were in production. And they could have used the same box art, in 1958 or later.
So on this picture here, it is actually showing the tubes.
Yeah. And this it says 57. Those tubes didn't exist in 57.
Yeah.
So
where's Gary? We need to get Gary on. I could go pull the binder.
But you know what I told? I told the person, I was like, this is my guess based on the artwork that it is late 50s to early 60s.
Yeah.
And I really need to. I also said I really need to go and actually read Gary's digital book because he probably covers it.
He's supposed. And I've said this last year, but he's supposed to be doing the new book, and he said if you ordered one before, he's going to send you a new one. And I think it's 1,800 pages was the current one. I think he said the new one's like 4,000 pages.
Oh wow, he's been busy.
I'm going to destroy a print.
I know he doesn't want to do print, man, but I would love an encyclopedia made by him.
Yeah.
I'd buy 4 or 5 volumes. 4 1,000 page books. I'd be happy.
Well, I've been kind of thinking when it shows up, I'm gonna have to send it to Kinko or Office Depot or something. Just let them destroy their printer. That might get expensive.
It would be.
Okay, so
I'm sorry, that's the rabbit hole. First rabbit hole. Where were we?
Are we at 2002?
Yeah, we're at 2002.
Let's at least say something good in 2002.
Right,
yeah, I'm looking at it's studios and look at 1375.
Wait a minute.
Is this right?
Did I make a mistake again?
Oh, it's got the Audi. It's just 2002.
I know, but didn't we do 2002 or did we do 2001?
Oh no, do we have it on here twice?
No, we did 2001.
No, it's right. 2002 is correct.
Okay.
I was worried about that.
You're the official bracket person, so we've done studios once already.
So the Audi TT is a very underrated promotional set.
Oh, that's the.
Is that
the one with the illegal build that will destroy your pieces?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Was that a poly bag or in a little box?
I think it just came in like a bag.
Okay.
I actually have one that I haven't opened yet, and it does not come with instructions. There are no instructions.
So skip down in 1375. I thought that didn't exist.
What does it say when you click on it?
Well, that's interesting because on Bricklink it won't show up. On BrickTsar it does.
This set was not released.
Yep.
Oh, I see it. I see it there.
There are more unreleased sets on BrickTsar than on Bricklink.
Yeah. Well, on Bricklink you got to really look for them because they have them in a separate category. I still say we're gonna. Oh, Jack Stone.
A lot of pins.
This is the second year we've seen these pins.
And you know the crazy thing is I have a 4-pack of Star Wars pins that I can't find on any of the databases.
Really?
It's like a compilation. It was sold at Costco.
I have
go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have a few of these intelligent trains.
I wish I had got the IntelliTrains.
I don't have any of the sets, but I have some of the pieces.
Yeah. That's one that I passed on when they were in stores. I wish I got them.
They're kind of cool, but the problem with the Duplo trains, those Duplo trains specifically, when the little kids go to grab them and stop them, it just tears up the little gears and motors.
Maybe that's why they didn't do it for a long time.
Yeah. Well, the newest Duplo trains are awesome because that's how you stop them.
Yeah, don't they have something real similar now, don't they?
Yeah, they just use your hand to stop it. Yeah. It's designed to be stopped by a hand.
Yeah.
Or started by hand. Now, this is the non-Lego garbage they did. I actually got some of these music sets.
Oh, yeah.
Not compatible. I have the music composer and one of the music extras.
Yeah, 2000 early.
This was the.
This is when they were trying to be the only toy company.
Yeah, they made a lot of dumb ideas or ideas that maybe seemed good to them, but I don't. They should have made it compatible with other Lego. There's a recalled item.
I was about to say, is that the ride-on truck?
Yeah, the ride-on, not ride-on truck.
Yeah. I can see them right up there. There's the stickers for them. You can't see it.
Okay.
I have a set of stickers that I peeled off because they were, Dakota kept trying to pull them off the thing. So I finally just heated them up and pulled them off so to save them.
I think 2002 wins on the Brickbuster alone.
There you go.
The yellow fish. I got to get that yellow fish now.
Look at these little backpacks.
Yeah.
That is kind of cool, actually.
Those are interesting.
Yeah.
It's like a play set.
Play set in a backpack. Here, take your Legos to Grandma's house.
All right.
Oh, look at there. There's the blacksmith shot. I thought they came out in 2003. That's the guy that does Brickmania. That he designed that blacksmith shop.
There's your road plates. Am I ahead again?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, I can't on my iPad. My gallery is only 3 across.
Yeah,
I skim down a little faster. I try to keep up, and then I get ahead.
Oh, you got them on your wanted list,
and I don't own it.
Yeah, so they were only in those packs and maybe a couple of sets.
You were saying they were in like a train crossing or something?
Yeah, it's like a bridge.
Okay,
it's like a 2 base plate Lego set.
So this is like, these things are like a predecessor to that storybook thing for the kids nowadays, whatever that thing's called. leap pad. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine.
There's a nest.
Oh shoot! Hold on a minute. What's that number?
Which one?
Right, to Meet the Dinosaurs. I collect all the dinosaur sets. I did not know about. I somehow have missed this. 43, 44.
Where are you at?
Yeah,
right at the bottom of the page.
43, 44.
I gotta go add that to my wanted list. Meet the Dinosaurs.
You have the player, don't you? I thought you had the player.
No, I don't have that big one. Now I need that. What's that number? 4340.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be so broke.
Well, hey, you're gonna be stuck at home with no gas. You might as well.
I'm saving so much money. Oh, soccer sets.
Soccer, man. There was that's about as bad as Studios was.
And these are probably some of the all-time worst polybags. I mean, look at that, the signboard. That may be the worst polybag ever. Is that slope piece?
Yeah. I don't know. Is that a 2x6 underneath it or 2x? Yeah.
It's probably a couple of plates or something.
Yeah.
And then the sticker would have come separate. It wouldn't be in the poly bag. It would be like if you had a sticker to put on there, like those Coke. I like the bottle case and then the Coke thing, but the sticker didn't come inside the set.
Right.
And that gold guy down there is pretty hard. These gold and silver guys, Secret Set A and B, those are ones I wish I'd gotten.
Do they say Coca-Cola on them, right?
Yeah.
Those are little bitty pictures.
Yeah. The gold and the silver, they're very rare.
And then you get to the Lego Express, which is the only way to get the blue club car.
Yep.
And why did these are two odd? I mean, look at this: it's the steam locomotive and just that blue car. Look at the other. Compare it to the other one.
Oh yeah, the other one.
Car.
It has a cold. It has the Express has the cold car. The Deluxe adds basically 2 cars.
Yeah, you get
the log car and the caboose. Which I bought the log car and the caboose separate.
But yet that Lego Express with the blue one is more expensive usually to buy.
It's probably because of the blue one. I wonder if those windows are in other sets. The blue windows.
I don't think so. And I think they did sell, because the My Own Train, those inside the box, you had a box for each of the builds. So it wasn't the set box, but it was another like a white box. And they sold those separately at the store.
You had mentioned that before. I'm assuming it was on a podcast since we talked about it, unless we talked about it in Alabama. But oh man, more green.
Oh wow.
But yeah, I found what is it? It's a box. Was it track? I don't know, but it was the stuff that came inside one of these 2 sets. And it looked like, based on the stickers that was on it, it was either a Lego. It was probably a Lego clearance store. What do they call those?
We had one up in Dawsonville outlet.
There you go. Outlet. It looked like it was a Lego outlet store because they had put a sticker on it that said the price, and then they put a Post-it. This Post-it note was ancient, but this Post-it note said on there, what did it say, darker gray or something. So because you couldn't tell what was inside it, but it was just a plain white box that came out of So yeah, you're right. Those blue cars could have been sold separately after they broke down.
So I never went to the outlet store in Georgia. I wish I had. It was far away, but I do remember the Lego store, the one Lego store at the time that we had. It had the locomotive bricks, the different colors. They just had those bags. They were in a barrel or something. You buy them for a couple of bucks. It was crazy when they were.
What is it? The brown ones, the stupid ones? Or
yeah, the brown is the rare color. Then you had a gray, which they don't make the gray anymore. So
yeah, the rare gray.
I'm sorry, I'm talking a lot tonight, but that's 2000.
You're fine.
Okay.
I'm writing 2002.
Yeah, the racers are pretty neat. And there's the set that I traded you.
Which one?
4588.
4588. How did I get ahead of you?
Oh, did you? Well, you probably skipped over the racers.
I did.
Oh, the racetrack.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
I got, man, that's the one thing I have not done anything with, because I got that one and then the one with the gray track. Like I'd like to do something with combining them or something.
So this is the gray track one, is it not? Or
That's that's a jump one. I don't have that one.
And these were the same little vehicle that the Nesquik Bunny was in, wasn't it?
Right. And he's in this. He's in this year too.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
And people use those for like ball contraptions and.
Yep. All right. So 2002.
2002.
All right. Write it down.
So we're in the year right now of 2021.
Yeah. And then
I think that first row kind of blows away 1975.
Yeah.
Well, let's look at 75 for a second.
The comparison. Oh, that hurts.
You don't want to look at the second row, though.
Oh, but a lot of trains.
Yeah. Well, that's probably it right there. Those 6.
I think so.
Oh, is that the first train station?
No.
They
made the one I actually wouldn't even know it was a train set. Was it 342? The yellow train terminal?
342.
That came out in the 60s, like 67.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I know.
I like this family set with the baby carriage that's bigger than the cars in the farming scene.
Oh my god! I call that the Minecraft animals. Yeah, the dogs.
Oh man,
that baby carriage is like a monster truck.
You know what? It gives me an idea, man. You just if you're combining all those sets, just take that baby carriage and run over the other cars.
I have this Wild West set in the box.
That's
a good looking
cool
set.
That's a pretty cool set. The red horses.
You have it in the box?
Yeah.
Or you have it.
It's got boxes within boxes too.
Yes. I'm gonna do the video. It's the last one of my Cowboys, but I keep pushing out some of those videos. Well, I'm still waiting on a red hat for my other.
That 390, 391, 392. Those are all good looking sets.
Oh yeah,
367. Those are all good.
So I did a video on I think the Renault, and that's the one like Bricks for Chris and everybody else. They went on Bricklink and they said that is a really cool set, and so you had people going and buying them up. There are so many vintage sets that I've talked about that people turn around, they buy them up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then this whole Duplo set here, this 519. Somebody's leaving me a message.
Oh,
they didn't. They hung up.
Robert Hall's been trying to leave you a message.
Okay.
There must be something about the international.
Yeah. If he could get a Google Voice that had a United States area code, I think you can pick your area code, or maybe you got to have a VPN. But maybe that's if he just used, because that's what I use is Google Voice. Maybe if he could get a Google Voice and set it up, like that.
Yeah.
I know. But the kid here, One time my grandniece looked like that, and I tried to get her to pose in this exact picture, except for wearing different clothes. It was impossible. You can't get a kid to pose.
Well, there's the Brickyard again.
Yep, with the square tipper.
The London bus.
There's some good sets.
There are some good sets in this year, but unfortunately, it can't compete with 2021.
No.
There, and that's the end of it right there.
Yeah.
All right, 2021.
Classic sets, but we're doing all the modern stuff. What kind of AFoOLs are we?
Oh my goodness, the next one is not going to be much
no, the next one's bad. All right, there's 2020. And so I don't have the Manchester United, but the Ghost, I don't even have it on my wanted list. How's that? And I own that one. I don't know why that one's not clicked. I own that one too. I'm behind.
I have the box for the Coliseum.
Yeah, we know.
Did you keep the inner boxes to go with
Yeah, I got the inner boxes too. Yeah.
Lots of Duplo.
Well, just thinking about it, 10 years when you're ready to piece that bad boy together, you're a step ahead.
Yeah. The instructions.
Hey, that's going to be the most expensive thing in the set, the instructions in the box.
Oh, Joey, you need that lunar lander.
Well. See how easy that was?
It looks like an alien.
It does look pretty cool. So we can get a picture over here. That is pretty cool looking. Lunar lander.
That's from one of the magazines.
That'll be impossible to get then.
Yeah. You'd be surprised. People do sell them. They're like $5 on.
You'd be surprised if one of the Barrys sees this, it's liable to show up for Jocko's mailbox.
Barry Francis did send me one. And I feel guilty for him doing that.
All right, let's look at 76. I think we kind of know what last year looked like.
Yeah. Ooh.
Remind me, Joey. That I gotta ask you something later.
Okay.
Why does Lego do stuff like this? Go back up a minute. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm not OCD or anything, but it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55.
Well, it
should be 60.
It boggles my mind, the set numbers.
Yeah.
You're
using them.
Regardless of set numbers. It's like it's 2021 and we're already saving set numbers for 2032. It's like we're not going to use these numbers. We have to skip them because in 10 years we're going to need this sequence.
Right. What was this train station preschool? Pre-Duplo.
Is it 081? It's that's the same as 523.
Okay, I'll have to look that up. Level crossing, refrigerator wagon. There's
I like the fuel railway. We need that right now.
The fuel refinery.
Oh yeah, that's what I said. That's what I say. Railway.
Yeah,
fuel railway.
It does have a railway that runs through it.
There's another monster truck baby carriage.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the only thing great about these years is you go back and you see all these train set additions.
Yeah.
I mean, why can't we do that today? As many sets as they come out with every freaking month, you think they could come out with? They're not going to hurt themselves.
They just must not have anybody at Lego that has any kind of clout that likes trains.
I think that's what it is because Jamie, he went there and he wanted the roller coaster,
right?
And he wanted those modulars and he made them. He likes the carnival stuff, and so we got that stuff. But
right,
if we had somebody like him that liked trains, and I'm sure they got those guys that like the cars, and that's why we get the speed champions and stuff. But we need somebody like Glenn Holland or Kel from Brick Model Railroader or some of the other guys that work with them that are in Europe to get on.
Well, and that's the thing. And that's what surprises me because in the United States, the train modeling hobby has kind of been on decline for a while. But in Europe, it is not.
Uh-huh. And that's what when I talked to the guy that runs or works with Train World, the
Yep. Yeah.
in New York, and he's like the kids aren't interested in trains, and that's why he reached out to me, because it's like I appeal to kids with the train stuff that I do, and it's like he wants to get kids into the hobby because you looking, it's just all old guys, older than me.
Oh, you're absolutely right. Yeah, older than us.
Yeah.
We're the same age.
So there's $395, $396, and there's even a set I own, $435.
There's Joey's Western stuff.
Yep. There's the bow-legged cowboy.
The pull-along ducks. Do you have the pull-along ducks?
Where's
the pull-along ducks? I want to see that.
532.
Oh, that's one I want to get because it's got a brick with a hole in it.
How did I get way back?
So right there. So see that red brick? And they released the set with a different number in the U.S. without the pull string.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, that's one of the, on my wanted list.
I wonder if that was. I wonder if that was a safety
box.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably a safety thing, or they discontinued the string. Yeah, kids wrapping around their neck, I guess.
Yeah, they probably watched the movie.
We talked about the jumbo car last time, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Not a car, but it's just a plate with 4 wheels for the jumbo bricks. Did it? If I'm trying to remember, is it the one that came with a regular Lego brick,
a 2x4 brick
with a hole drilled in it,
mm-hmm.
and a string ran through it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which was odd. You got a smaller brick.
But it was just supposed to be the handle on the string, but it was
I guess if the kid swallowed it, they could just pull the string out.
I must have had some Duplo before I even knew it was when I was little, because I remember those not the duck set, but the bases that those ducks are on.
Yeah.
I remember having those, and I remember bricks like the duck eyes. I must have had some Duplo sets when I was.
I mean, this set can be pieced together, and the rarest part in there would be the brick with a hole, the string, and then the little piece that will break real easy that's on the body of the duck.
Yeah.
But
we sure spend a couple other things. When we go through these years, we spend a lot of time talking about the Duplo sets.
That's my fault. I'm sorry.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No, we found the castles, remember?
The Schmidt factory.
Yep.
There's the airline staff.
See, I like this year.
And it's got the Weebic set.
76. I'm calling 76.
Well, I'm going 20, so that means it's up to Jabbo. Is this the year you have almost every set?
Yeah,
except for the Duplo?
I got most of them. Yeah, I'm working on it. Boy, this is put me in a spot here.
Yeah, putting you on the hot seat.
But you know what? Oh,
look at that!
It's got the Western train too.
It does.
So
Joey's trying to entice you. He keeps blowing up these pictures.
You know what? I'm going to do it for spite.
Okay.
I'm sure Lego did something in 2020 that made me mad.
All right, 76.
76.
Right. That's your second bracket buster.
That's another bracket buster. We're going to get a lot of hate on that one.
Yes, we are. I'm sorry. There's sets in here that I like.
Yeah. There's sets that I like.
Yeah. Look, I'm going to do this. I'm going to close 2020 without even looking at it.
I thought we did.
Changing our minds now.
We did look at the first 5 sets.
Yeah, we did. All right. So
we're going 95 or 81?
Go 81. Yeah.
Basics. Why do they put so many of the worst sets in the old years first, but in the modern years they're the good sets?
Yeah, I don't.
It's that whole numbering deal.
Oh, looky there, red duck.
Uh-oh.
Oh, the wind-up red duck. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
It's one of those things you miss.
Add it to the want list. Click the button.
I gotta stop collecting ducks.
You know, if you got this set, you probably wouldn't build the duck.
No.
Oh, we got a lot of
Look
missing.
at all these pictures.
Yeah.
We need
Train base plate.
Oh, then this is where you get into truly lame sets. The lower part of a housing for a motor.
Yeah.
So it's the kid that gets that for a gift.
You know, I wanted to ask you a lot of times when you go to stores, you'll add some service packs.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the older service packs. Now, if you were piecing together a set and you needed one of the pieces that was in one of those service packs,
I would never open them for that.
Never open it.
No,
okay.
no. I don't even know. Yeah, the service packs are one of the ones that's definitely worth more sealed than opened. And some of them, most of the ones I'm buying though are actually relatively inexpensive. But yeah, I wouldn't open them to get the bushings to fix a motor. I would just go get another motor.
The Yellow Castle.
Is it re-release?
Yeah, that's it. So this one is non-stickered version.
Okay.
I had 6077. Keyword there had. This, 6600. How do you get?
Oh yeah, the police car. We were just looking.
Yeah, we were just showing that. That was the same as the 600, but without sticker.
Yeah, this is kind of crazy to me. You look at 6602, and in the same year they came out with 6611. one the guy can get in, and one he can't.
Yeah, that is. I mean, those are
our poor fire chiefs. You know, I collect fire chief cars.
Yeah. You have both of those, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a handful of these sets, man. This is when I was a kid and I was getting into Lego. I mean, I shouldn't say I was getting in. I was in it. This is like
I'm trying to think what set I would have actually had from this year in that time frame, because I may not have had any of these sets that year. Let's see.
That is a train. Do you have that Trains Idea book? I can't never find that thing.
Yeah. Excuse me. It's hard to find in good condition.
Yeah. Is that the one with the stickers in it?
I don't think it has stickers.
Okay.
So I can tell you right now, without even looking at 95, 95 is going to have something good for me to pick it over 81.
All right, let's look at it. Huh.
I'm not even there yet.
Italy.
Parrot. It's not a duck though.
Crater Critters is one of the, I don't want to say lame. It's one of my least favorite space sets. Unitron is pretty cool.
The Crater Critters is a little hard to get. I guess it's a little hard to get the box for it.
Yeah.
You know, I thought it was strange that set you just did, that one that we found on this podcast, had Mtron and Blacktron in the same.
Had two space sets in one.
Two space sets and three guys.
I didn't. Yeah, that's a good battle pack.
Yeah.
I didn't realize.
I think that's probably one of the best combo packs they made.
Yeah.
There's a Maersk truck.
Yeah, that's a nice looking truck.
There we go. Oh well, I missed it.
All these, man, these are horrible sets we're looking at.
I was gonna say this is not a good year. Ain't no wonder they were trying to do something better in the 2000s.
The only good thing about 95, the Braves won the World Series.
Well, it's got the cargo cranes okay, the cargo station's okay, but other than that.
Yeah. Then we're back into parts packs, service packs.
Man, it's not even close, I don't think.
Blue Fury, but
yeah.
A little bit
of the Blue Furry.
Furry.
Shuttle launch pad.
Yeah, that's a good space shuttle set because it has the tower there. And it's also got the airplane carrying the space shuttle.
Is that Dolphin Point Paradisia before Paradisia?
No, that is a Paradisa set.
That's actual Okay.
Yeah.
Shuttle Transcon.
I don't like this era of Technic, except for Technic Control Center 2.
I'm picking 1981.
I'm with you.
1981 it is.
All right.
Oh, this is probably going to be an easy decision here.
Did you just show me the roller coaster?
65, I may have. Let's look at 65.
oh, wait a minute. How can that roller coaster compete with Gears?
Oh.
So here's a story about Gears. You know what the set number is?
1.
I have seen so many people get on YouTube and go, "This is the first Lego set ever made." Brick Show did it, and I'm like, I emailed Jason. I was like, "That is not the first Lego set ever made." It came out. What year is this? 1965.
Yeah.
Oh, Cottage. Yes, one of the inspired the rip-off Walmart set.
It is. It absolutely is. Yep.
And the two of the hardest to build train sets ever. Still haven't.
You know, there are 2 official different versions of that.
I don't even know. They're two different locomotives. They're different.
Yeah,
right?
they're different. Yeah, they're different builds. So
I don't know why they got the same number.
Yeah.
And then you got the canister version too, right?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
1610, 610, and 610. 3 sets, but 3 different sets, but 3 the same sets. Who knows?
Okay, that was it.
I think the roller coaster beats all that.
Yeah, 2018.
And I really like the downtown diner.
So I all those years leading up to 2018, I remember I was always complaining like, Lego, you need to make a roller coaster. Make a roller coaster.
Yeah. And I still think sometimes they look at what the other brick companies or the other people are trying to do. Like I think Coaster Dynamics was a big nudge to Lego to, if we don't do it, somebody's going to steal a piece of our pie.
I will say this: the Coaster Dynamics track and cars are better for making larger roller coasters, and they're easier to make, and they roll better.
Really?
Yeah. They look like they roll better.
All right, 1987, the year I graduated high school. And 3 empty pictures. And a bonus pack.
I don't remember that bonus pack. Wait, does that get the Smuggler's Hayride in it?
Oh.
No, that's the Knight's Arsenal. That's cool. And what's the number? What's the number? What's the number at the top? Does that say
011? 6016 and 6041 here.
But it's 0011 is the
0011, and it's on the picture.
This, I was a castle completionist for years, and this is why I don't try to complete it, or I try to complete everything, even things I like. I was like, they come up with weird stuff like this. I'm like, I got the sets. I don't need the combo pack.
Well, it gets into the whole, are you collecting the sets for display, or are you collecting to fill the check off the list? I have that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm more of a check off the list kind of guy. Hey, look, storage cloth. That's at least the 3rd or 4th time we've seen it.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that. How many times did they try to?
There's got to be like 8 different versions of that.
There's some nice boats behind after the Fabulous. That Duplo track, that Duplo train cross, is that the same gauge as today's Duplo?
Yes, and it will connect. The connectors will connect to current ones.
Oh, I'm not seeing a whole lot.
Oh, look at that yellow car. Oh, red and yellow car. I'm sorry. It's got a red roof. Just based on that alone, I think I'm going to have to go with whatever year this is. What year is this?
87. We ain't looked at 2003 yet. There's your tracker. Okay, now I'm caught up.
Fabuland Fire Station.
That's a different police boat. That's a newer one. Okay, yeah.
Oh, there's some good stuff coming if you get through all them service packs.
Okay, I can zip through them. Sorry, people.
Grief.
No,
Too many service packs. And most of these would have been in the back of a catalog.
Mm-hmm.
Battering ram.
Yeah.
Big rig truck stop.
Yeah.
Big rig truck stop is one of those sets that I tried to piece together back in the day. It was so hard.
Has it got special pieces?
Yeah, it's got those printed pieces. They're like 5 tall, 3 wide bricks with printed elements were hard to get. It's actually probably cheaper to piece together now. But back in 2001 or whatever, when I was doing that, it was hard.
Quite a bit of space.
Yeah.
BrickTrains.
Yeah.
Oh, monorail transport.
Yeah, this is a good year. This one's going to be tough to beat. 2003.
Yeah, early 2000s is going to be a bad year.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at it. I'm going to call it 1987, but we'll look at 2003. Yep, Bionicle, I'm done. I'm out.
And Bionicle and Click It.
Yes. And a little fish. Adventurers.
Oh, those stupid poly bags with one figure in them.
Yeah.
Collectible minifigures before they existed.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was the
price?
Oh,
you know what's in 2003?
Yeah. Uh-oh. There's the Kobe Bryant.
Yes, NBA sets.
So they didn't have a manufacturer price on them, did they?
Why is that $3,500 a Kobe Bryant by himself? They weren't all released like that, were they?
What was there was
I thought they were all in 3-packs.
Yeah, they all were 3-packs, except for there was a poly bag of a few characters.
Oh yeah, here's a couple.
So this would be valuable if you had a sealed one.
Yeah.
Or one with the bag. It would probably be worth more than the 3-pack. But it's the same figure, I think, as the 3-pack. The 3-pack, though, you would have got a stand and a card.
Okay.
And so you got Tony Parker also and Paul Gasol. Yeah. And it's funny. Oh, it's not funny, but finally, after Vince Carter finally retired after last year, hit a 3-pointer in the last game right before they shut down for COVID, and he was the last player from this series that was still playing. So he lasted till 2020.
So here's your 3-packs.
So Kobe Bryant passing away. He's the most valuable of the figures. Then you got Shaquille O'Neal's pretty high up there. Unfortunately, they didn't do classic players like Michael Jordan. These were all current players at the time in 2003, which is why you get a Chicago Bulls Tony Kukoc, but not a Michael Jordan.
Right.
I'm with you on 1987.
Star Wars.
Oh, God, this stuff.
How many versions of this plane was there?
Those are some goofy trains.
For every different country that had an airline.
Some Harry Potter, some cool Spider-Man sets. I want to get that Spider-Man Green Goblin showdown with the bridge.
Those were not very good sets there.
No.
Green Goblin. Oh, that is a good.
Yes. So my old video from 2000? I think that one was in it.
Yeah, that is. I'm still going 87.
Yeah, I'm going 87 too.
Actually, that came out in 2003. So it wouldn't have been in that video. What was I thinking of? But yeah, I'm in 1987.
All right, we're writing that down.
And then 89 and 67. This one might Some might
It's not going to be
surprise.
much from 67.
No.
There will be trains, I think.
Yeah, there's a couple.
There's a couple good trains in 67.
All right, so this basic building set with train and ambassador set, those are two of they're basically the same set with different boxes. It is a complete train set. It's a track, a 4-wide train, 4 buildings, a policeman, couple of vehicles. I mean,
do you have it?
Yes.
You do?
But
Joey?
they never really did anything like this until the Disney train.
Right.
Because think about what buildings do you get with any of the train sets that Lego's ever made?
None.
Yeah.
Do you have it, Joey?
I have the Ambassador. I have the Samsonite version, not the European version.
I think I got the you got the I think I have the other one. I don't think mine says Ambassador on it.
So look at the next train, 116. That's the one with the cool styrofoam. Did that come built already for you?
That one, I believe, did. Yes. There are some others that have the styrofoam, but only the bases actually fit in the styrofoam. I don't
imagine
just building them.
Maybe they wanted to compete against model train companies or something.
I mean, this would have been Lionel's heyday right here.
It defeats the purpose of Lego.
It does. Totally. That biplane's pretty cool.
And a yellow truck. 2 with the same number that are different sets because they came in different boxes.
Yeah.
Now, is that because one Samsonite, one Samsonite,
one Samsonite? Yeah. And I may have been kind of pushing that a little bit, but BrickTsar had it already broke down where like half the Samsonite sets were in there, and I went ahead and put the rest of them in.
Are you attempting to get every Samsonite set?
I have not passed up a Samsonite set that I could afford yet. And one that I shouldn't have afforded.
Yeah,
I do have the Samsonite box for the tipper truck.
I saw that. That's cool.
Yeah, I got the Samsonite, the European version, and the US version now. So I think I'm complete. Just don't have them sealed.
So there's a few good things in 67. What is it going against?
89.
89.
So I would have been alive in 1989 too. So let's see.
Oh, there's your black racing car with the number 4. That's the same one, right? Rare piece.
Oh. I gotta really clarify my sarcasm sometimes because that's like it's got the rare number 4, and people are like, "Oh, yeah, it was actually another set." So I'm like, and so was the 2x4 red brick.
What?
What year was that red brick video?
2013.
So we have to wait 2 more years for the 10-year.
Oh, do a 10-year anniversary.
The 10-year anniversary.
Somebody write that down. That's got to happen.
2023.
You know what? 1989 is not like, Cypress Tree in a service pack.
Ooh, a Fabuland merry-go-round.
Knight's Challenge. There's some night sets.
I see a monorail motor. So is this the monorail? Is there a monorail?
Eldorado Fortress. Very good set. Black Seas Barracuda.
Yeah.
These are good.
Caribbean Clipper. Yeah. Getting to some good ones now. And there is a Red Line Racer with another number 4 brick.
Oh, those rare bricks.
Is that TV truck? Is that that's a printed brick? That's not a sticker, isn't it?
Yeah, it's printed. It's printed. Yes, not a sticker.
I don't know. I'm thinking 89.
Yeah, I'm thinking 89 too.
I like 57, but
I got
good stuff.
1989.
I don't understand why Duplo has all the bridges, but regular Lego trains, they can't make them.
Good question. Let me see. Let me stop sharing before I share something important. since I have all my hotel reservations for
one of those tabs do they have your passwords and credit card numbers?
I definitely have all my reservation numbers for Legoland, and I've been trying to figure out trips and everything. Of course, by the time this airs, that'll all be over with anyway. So,
all right, Joey, I want to show you something. I'm gonna let you do the homework because I got it today and I haven't studied it enough. Hang on one second.
All right.
Ooh.
Mystery from Marty Roman.
First, huh?
Is this the red fender?
Is that the newest one?
Yeah, this is the one that just.
I just built that today.
I found it at Walmart today, so I went ahead and got it.
Yeah.
So
I like the smooth version. I thought I built it wrong. When you get to the end.
Yeah.
I got these extra pieces.
I wasn't going to build it with the shooters, and I saw the back of the box, and then I got to the end, and I was like, man, I wish I would have, because then you got to take it apart to take the shooters off.
So there are two versions of the red fender, and I have not looked at that set to see.
Oh, they redesigned it already?
No. I traded him for the Speed Champion set that he bought to get the red fenders for the.
So, I wonder in this set.
But that's the new Batmobile.
They were only in that Speed Champion set. That's why he bought the Speed Champion. So we traded. So I built it and I got blue fenders until the red fenders come more readily available. So when I was putting this together, I was like, I wonder if this is the right red fenders. No, they're not.
The same. They're not the same.
They're not the same. They're not even close.
Yeah.
I was hoping.
I should have sent these to you. I didn't think about it. That's the ones out of that.
Oh, that's okay.
The car, the antique car that I turned.
Yeah.
Surely they'll show up.
So, how much time? We're at an hour, and we're 2 weeks ahead, a week ahead of when we normally schedule. So we don't have comments, but I have an interesting thing. Did you look in the notes? I think I figured out how to fix
prepare.
Huh? No, prepare. That's our motto. Wing it.
Hey, have you? Oh
no, I've lost
throwing shade at anybody, but I've noticed that a certain YouTuber that's the most popular Lego reviewer on YouTube puts unscripted in his titles of his videos. Some of his videos now, unscripted review. I'm like, is he like slowly turning into me?
Oh, so okay. I gotta. You did your video yesterday, 2 weeks and 2 days ago, as this is being aired, about the Looney Tunes. And mine was going to come out on Wednesday, and I thought there's no way I can release these back to back, and because it'll look just like I am down, just flat copying you. So it's pushed out an extra week. Or maybe a week ago when you're seeing this, but I was just laughing the whole time when you were doing it. And I was like, "Oh my god, I did that!" And I recorded.
So you did it too?
Oh yeah, I bought 16 of them from Shop at Home, and I got 8 of them, and I got 8 duplicates. And guess how many Tasmanian devils I got?
Oh, you got a bunch of Tasmanian.
They must be the common one.
And the pig and the bunny are pop. I had so many people like, "Oh, I got 3 of the bunny girl."
So I don't even know if I'm going to get them. I like Looney Tunes, but I'm perturbed that there's no Foghorn Leghorn.
Yeah.
Yep.
And there's no Elmer Fudd. If it's because of the shotgun, so you can have the serial killer Carnage, but you can't have a little shotgun.
I wonder if anybody from Lego so the Carnage or the Venom trailer released. Yeah. I wonder if anybody from Lego's like, "Oh crap, we just made a bust of a guy that's a very bad guy. Very bad."
That is kind of crazy. I'm hoping that there's going to be a series 2 of Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Or a couple sets, maybe.
Maybe.
You got to have an Elmer Fudd. You got to have Foghorn.
Until there's an Elmer Fudd, I'm Jabbo and boycotting them.
Uh-oh.
And they were at Walmart today, and I started to get them. I was like, nope.
Oh, they're at Walmart? I haven't checked there yet.
Not going. Yeah, I was thinking about. I saw Venom at Target, and then I brought something back to Walmart for my wife, and they didn't have it, so they had Venom there. So I went to the other Walmart, and I was going to get Venom, go ahead and get it. Then I started thinking, if I'm going to pay regular price, I might as well get it from Lego and not be in a hurry. Yep. But then I got the Batman because it was I don't know where it came from. It was on the shelf. So
yeah,
paid regular price for it. But
yeah, I just got to get, with the Looney Tunes, I want to get Speedy Gonzalez. That's my coffee mug is Speedy Gonzalez.
A cheese slope. I mean, come on.
Who would have thought? Now they just got to make a literal macaroni.
Drawbricks argues with him. And that set, the one with the silver, that car with the little silver macaroni, he calls those macaronis. And I'm like, dude, they've been calling macaronis since the early 60s anyway. Yeah. Those other pieces.
Actually, you know what? Technically, he's more correct though, because that piece actually looks more like a macaroni.
I will give you that.
But we've been calling
the official name, and it was in the Lego movie.
Yes,
he called it a macaroni, and they handed him that. Yeah. So whatever.
So is this what you were talking about? You figured out how to fix the VIP?
I have. I think I figured out how to fix it. What do you think?
I like your thought process.
So my whole plan is that all these special giveaways that they want, do like brick or what is it? I'm not looking at my notes. So bargain hunt's when we have
dirt cheap and bargain hunt.
Yeah. So they go in and whatever price. I mean, I know it's a cheap price, but if it's a coin, put it up there for $500, and everybody wants one first, pay up. And then every so often, just drop the price, and then everybody will hit their price point, and then you spread it out.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just,
it would eliminate some of the early speculation, I think.
It would eliminate.
Look at the Fiat prints. They are 2,800 points.
Right.
When all the other prints have been around 1,000 to 700, even down to 150 points. Well, they're never going to sell those things.
No.
But if they put like I guess I'm thinking when you said this, I'm thinking of the coins.
Well, whatever. The prints are the same way.
Yeah, it's like either the price or the value that you associate
point
with
value. Yeah. So, but if you go in knowing that because at some point they're either going to, like the prints you're talking about, they're either going to disappear or they're going to cut the price. But if you just go in and say, hey, at 3,000 points for this, but in a week it's going to go to 2,000, and in another week it's going to, whatever that is, that's going to eliminate all that, not in hand on eBay crap, because nobody's going to pay that higher price except maybe a true collector that's worried about not getting one later. And then they're going to get my price.
Yeah, but I feel like they're still.
They ain't going to do it. I know.
There's ones that are. I guess you can't. It's a matter of opinion, because like I'm a collector, but I'm also a reseller.
Mm-hmm.
And so I can see things both ways, but there are people that are only in it to resell. And I shouldn't necessarily look negatively at them either, but I do kind of do that because it's like I just want to collect it, and I want to have the opportunity to get something.
So I resell too. I don't resell nearly on the scale that you do. So I consider myself probably first and foremost a collector. So I'm looking at it from that standpoint that, if it's something I really want and I'm afraid that it's going to get out or run out of stock or whatever, I'm going to pay a higher price. It's like a reverse auction, I guess, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
We've all done that on eBay. It's like, oh, I'm going to put a high bid in, and then all of a sudden you end up with it.
So the thing that gets me is the scarcity of things. It's just like the Black Widow San Diego Comic-Con. I missed out on that. Kicking myself because I missed out on it. But I got the Wonder Woman, and I was like, I'm going to get 2. You could still buy the Wonder Woman one.
Why are there so many more of those? Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. So there was
no, go ahead.
There's a guy that does action figures and other toys. Retroblasting or Retroblast. I should remember his YouTube name. He's actually down here in Georgia, but he did a whole thing talking about these toy companies and how people are mad about the scarcity of things. Like they go out to get these Black Series things and they can't find them, or it's mostly like the figures. And how bad all these different, he named off all these different companies, and like everybody's mad because they can't find these limited releases. They got the artificial rarity of items. And then he mentioned, but Lego, on the other hand, they do it right. That's what he said. It's like, I was like, no.
You know what was at my Walmart
They're trying
today?
to be like these other companies.
You know what was at my Walmart today where I got the Batmobile? 3 ATSTs.
Yeah, I don't think those are not going to be as scarce as perhaps we thought they might be.
No, because I think they're going to retire, but they're going to be out there for the whole year.
They still have a good part out value.
Yeah,
but so he said this, like these toy manufacturers, they have this playbook. They like to makes when these guys come up with these promotions, they look smart when their stuff sells out fast. But it's selling out fast because they don't make much of it.
Right.
And they build up hype. And I think Lego is taking from that playbook of we want to build hype for our product. We don't care if you buy it.
Right.
We want you to buy the other stuff. We don't care if you buy this exclusive item. We want you to get hyped for the product, and then you'll go buy everything else, but you won't get the thing that you were actually hyped about.
I think that is a problem with scale, where some of these, I don't know specifically which toys you're talking about, but like some of the, like the action figures and some of the like replica props and stuff, there may only be 1,000 of those ever made, and there's probably only 900 people collecting them. You know what I mean? Where you have Lego makes 2,000 of something, and there's 1.5 million people trying to get those 2,000.
Yeah, but do they really only make 2,000? I mean, there is nothing scarce in Lego except for the one-offs like the coins or the
Nebulon Bees or the.
I can't even remember the space one that was the big crazy thing.
Oh, the Ulysses.
Yeah,
Space Pro.
Something like that. I mean, all these things that are sell out on pre-orders.
And the Ulysses, the only thing that was special about it was the packaging.
Yeah.
Because it was nothing in the one printed piece.
Printed, yeah.
I mean, you might have to wait for something that, I mean, the Friend set, the Apollo rocket, all that stuff. It sells out right away because everybody wants it first day. But then
I remember people complaining when the Back to the Future set came out because it was sold out.
Yeah.
And people out of stock, and people thought they were never going to be able to get one. But then there were plenty of them after that. And it happened with the Friend set. The Friend set wasn't on shelf. And it was so popular, they continue to make it, and they're going to make another Friend set.
So like, okay, in the beginning, the Ideas sets, they only had like a one run. I don't know what was in it. It was 100,000 or whatever, but there was only like a one run. So that was kind of the expectation. Whereas like the Back to the Future and the Friends, didn't those go into like a second?
They corrected problems from some of these, like Wall-E, the Back to the Future. I think that you got a corrected shield tile.
Yeah, I think it had the wrong date or something.
But like then the Mars rover, it was one and done, and now it's probably the most expensive set to get of all the, except for the that sub, the first set.
Yeah, the Kuso set. I don't know what the name of the sub was. Probably could pronounce it even if I knew.
It's Japanese.
What we've determined isn't actually the first set. The puppet is the first Lego.
Yeah, the first fan design set.
Very good. Yes.
Yeah. So the one other thing unrelated to Lego that this retro blasting, I wanted to say this real quick. He talked about these, like you go into stores looking for these toys that are rare or exclusive. You can't find them, and then 6 months later, you're at a Marshall's or something, and they're there. And that happened with me with the Thomas and Friends stuff. I was looking for this silver version of Thomas. I couldn't find it for a year. And then, just a few months ago, I go in Marshall's and there's like racks of them. And I was like, I hope Lego doesn't get to that point where there's like this set that everybody wants, you can't get, and then one day it's just in clearance somewhere. I mean, that's good. You could get it, but why build up hype for something and then not fulfill the demand for it? Or at least communicate with your fans.
Well, I think it's catching up because all three of my stores are completely stocked. Both my Walmarts and my Target the shelves are full of Lego.
You got enough video? They got video? I hope they
got video. They have video? They have. I don't think they sold any video. They still, 2 of the 3 places still have full boxes of video.
Yeah. Oh my gosh!
And then the $20 box.
Yeah. I wonder who won the the contest to be the kid director.
I don't know.
If it's not doing well, probably they'll never announce
it. Is Series 2 going to be figures or just sets or more tiles?
There's going to be more. There's going to be more sets, figures. There's going to be all these sets. There's going to be different tiles. Yeah, it's going to be all that. But
see, a person like Joey who wasn't going to buy them and then saw the tiles. Now he's got to buy all the Series 2.
Well, I have not finished the tile collection. I finished the figure collection, but I did not finish the tile. And you commented about the other day that it was crooked hanging on the wall. Yeah. And that was the first time I looked at it, and I had that moment. I was like, and I was like, no, go do something else. Don't worry about it. Walk away. Oh, I don't know.
So what do you think about all these new sets coming out every month? You don't even have to wait for a summer, a twice a year run. Now it's every month there's 30 new sets, it seems like.
That's got to be a logistics nightmare for them. I mean, you would think they would want their supply chain to be pretty consistent, at least.
I mean, it's all about retail space.
Yeah.
And if you can't, if you're a place like Walmart or Target who does 2 resets a year,
right?
You can't just keep sending new items because you have to get rid of something to make room for the new items.
Right.
So you're going to start having to clearance out stuff ahead of its lifespan.
So is that arrogance on Lego's part because they think Walmart will just continue to shelf it?
That's what I'm getting at. Is it going to hurt them in the long run? It's like, yeah, it's great now, but eventually it's going to be a turnoff because there's just so much you can't keep up.
Is this why sets will show as coming out like June 1st in Europe, but we don't get them until August? Is it has something to do with not wanting to reset these big retail stores like Walmart and Target? So
I don't know. They normally do it in. They do a.
Because you have the July clearance usually.
Yes, they do it in the middle of the year to get their sets up and ready for the holidays, and then they do it at the beginning of the year because it's the holidays have passed and it's the new one.
I bet you that's why you don't get they'll get a bunch of sets June 1st, and they won't be here till August 1st, and I bet you it's because of the big stores.
The Walmart didn't do a reset recently.
But then you got the Batmobile.
But then the Batmobile showed up just stuck on the shelf. But the Venom and Carnage, or the Venom, Walmart has Venom, Batman, and 2 of they have Darth Vader and I think the Biker Scout. Target has Carnage and Venom. It doesn't have Batman, I don't think, but it has all 3 of the Star Wars.
Huh.
So I don't know. It's like Carnage is at Target and Batman is at Walmart. But again, they're just that reset was done in end of January. And now what are we in? May?
May.
And they're just stuck on the shelf. And then the reset will be coming up in end of June. So I don't know. It's just, I mean, all those sets are new this month for May, right? And then now you're hearing about June sets. The Friends set's supposed to be June 1st, and there's a whole line of stuff everybody's talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm like you. I think eventually they're going to torque off Walmart and Target, but are they right though? Is Lego right? They're gonna stock it anyway?
I don't know. It's got to replace something. So it's either going to make shorter runs on stuff, where stuff's only going to be available for 8 months or a year.
Well, is there another thing going on here? Retail space is, I mean, people buy stuff online all the time. Mm-hmm. Is Walmart and Target not as relevant to them anymore? I mean, I gotta imagine it is a huge income source for them. But I mean, is the fact that they have it online available even at Target and Walmart?
Well, I don't understand how something can be out of stock from the Lego company, but readily available on Walmart or Target.com.
Well, yeah.
Or in the Walmart or Target stores.
But that Target and Walmart's bought that stuff from Lego already, so maybe they just cleared Walmart or Lego out.
I don't know. I mean, I can understand that for the stuff on the shelves.
Yeah.
But online, I mean, that stuff doesn't really sell out online until it's really gone.
Gone, yeah.
Well, I think the brick and mortar retailers, and it could be something with the pandemic, because you don't see a lot of the deep clearance like you used to. So I think this might be part of it. They're trying to avoid having over guessing how much stuff. So that's why you see shortages of things that they should. There's certain things they should have known were, at least when they first came out, there would be a high demand, and they never seem to guess that the super high demand things. They always seem to miss them when a lot of us know they're going to be in demand.
So Lego uses SAP, which it's a German acronym, or as we affectionately call it where I work, stop all production. But because of the pandemic and the material that we make polycarbonate where I work, we made lots and lots of raw material for the pandemic. So basically these sheets of sneeze guards and stuff that you saw, and then face masks, and then our other operation was making parts for the medical department. So we were making tons of that stuff. So SAP, in its infinite glory and wisdom, said, oh, we're going to do that again this year, but we're not. So, the sales team's trying to figure out how to stop the monster that is SAP from putting all these orders out for inventory. So how much of that is that the pandemic has just screwed up Lego from that standpoint? Nothing sold last year except online stuff. So
it's the danger in not understanding why certain things happen. You could say, oh, we had all these, like Home Depot, they could be expecting the same growth next year.
Right.
Well, not as people are going back to work now. There's not going to, you're going to have a dip.
Mm-hmm.
And so things that did well last year could do worse, relatively speaking, to how they did, because there's not the same demand for things.
Yeah. People who still had income or disposable income or whatever, and could do these things like Home Depot and stuff. Yeah. Those things are all going to take a big jump from normal. And then next year, you're right, there'll be a dip, and it's going to screw up a lot of retailers.
It's like with Bricklink. I mean, is your store comparable in size as to what it was last year at this time?
Are you talking about where I work?
The number of pieces and lots? Or you
yeah,
it's about the same.
Yeah, it's actually probably a little bit bigger, because I think it's only because I've uploaded more parts.
So you've grown the size of your store.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're getting more sales?
No.
So I think there was all these people at home last year. I sold more last year.
Yeah, I remember you saying.
And I was closed a lot.
Yeah.
I couldn't keep up with it.
Right.
And I know it's because people are home, and they're back to work. So I can't, if I was relying on Bricklink, for income. I couldn't base, okay, I had this great year last year, so this is going to be a great year. No, you can't base it on that.
No. Well, you're not allowing artificial intelligence to run your store. You're using real intelligence.
And that's why it's so silly when you see businesses that they want continuous growth. Right. They want something that's not mathematically possible.
Right.
And so when they have a dip, like they still made money. Like the years Lego, I remember when I went on my strike or my boycott of Lego.
That was the year they laid everybody off.
Yeah,
right?
They laid off 1,400 people. It was because they made less money.
Right.
But they still made
money.
Billions.
Yes.
I'm like, they view that as a negative.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
I've worked for 2 large corporations, large global corporations, and that same thought process. They have a number, whatever that number is, and if they're not hitting that number every year, the world or the sky is falling, and it's what are we going to do to fix that? Because we have to make that growth rate every year. It's like we make a commodity product. It's
it's our company. Seems like every projection we've ever had is for a percent increase, a percent increase. They actually were realistic in their projection when we cycled the pandemic. And it's almost like they sandbagged. It's like instead of running 20%, 40% increases, they said, well, we're just going to be happy to run, not even to run flat, to run like a 10% decrease.
Okay.
And most of us are running flat, if not better. So it's almost like they sandbagged the projection.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had an incentive program at work where, and I actually got Lego sets. I wish that I was doing YouTube back then, but I got free Lego sets from work through the rewards program. They had a warehouse that would fulfill these orders from your points. And I was always like the top performer, but they always increased my expectations.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So even though I got to a point literally where I was the top performer in the crew, I got no rewards. The bottom performer in the crew did.
See,
and I called them. I said, "You've given me. I'm in a situation where it's mathematically impossible for me to get a reward." And they're like, "Well, we want to encourage people to improve each month." But I said, "But I'm still your number one. I'm still the top. I'm the top."
Yeah.
And I said, "So I literally told the person, so what you're telling me is I just need to suck for a couple of months, get back to the bottom." And then I can start getting the reward. It's
we have contests where it's not about who sells the most. It's about who has the biggest percent increase. So last year you might have sold 100, and this year you sell 200. But last year this guy sold 10, and this year he sells 40.
Right.
So his percent increase blows you out of the water.
400% increase.
Even though you sold 5 times, 6 times as much as him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I learned why people that had worked 20 years longer than me were cynical.
Yeah. I can't imagine. You must have been one of the few people who were redeeming for Lego sets.
I was. In fact, this is true. There was an old guy. He's retired now, but he didn't want his points. I'm like, why do you not? I was like, why do you not want your points? I don't care about this catalog. And I'm like, can I redeem them? So I was like, yeah, I just had him ship the stuff to me.
What kind of sets were they?
The RC trains.
Oh man!
So the green one,
the worst, the one you call the worst.
Yeah. Yep.
So I've got a challenge for you before we end this video.
All right.
For Jabo, I want you to dig out the San Diego Comic-Con Batmobile, the Batmobile from the Bat Cave. Was it the Bat Cave? No, it was what did they call that set?
I haven't even built that
Wayne's
one yet.
Manor. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And this new one, compare 3. Compare to 3.
Well, I have the Batmobile for the STC.
Yeah.
It's San Diego Comic-Con. But Jacob did something with the figures. I do not know. I don't know where those figures are. And I'm like,
no.
I have not seen those figures in a few years now. And I'm like, these were my exclusive set.
Well, were those figures exclusive?
I don't think so.
I thought it was kind of just the box was.
Yeah, the box is the main thing with a lot of those. But I still don't know where Robin and Batman are right now.
Well, that's okay. Just compare.
I got the Batmobile. I just got to figure out where I put it. I was thinking about it today when I was building the that one that you just showed, because it's a lot better than the San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah. But I don't know how much different it is from the other one.
Yeah, I haven't built the one from the big set.
Because that's the only thing I wanted that set for, was for the Batcopter, the Batmobile, and the figures. The rest of it was like...
Oh, that's all. I built it for those. I have the Batmobile and the helicopter, yeah.
Yeah,
and that's why there's no Robin in this Batmobile, because Robin's in the Batcopter.
The day they released the images of this set is when Robin started selling on Bricklink.
The best part of that set is the bat shark repellent.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Lionel Trains made a bat shark repellent.
Yeah, I saw it on your
I had to get that.
Yeah, that was the worst movie ever.
Oh, it wasn't that bad.
It was intentionally bad. Sometimes you just can't figure out where to put a bomb.
Yeah. Yeah, you say how horrible it is. Now they make movies that are spoofs like that are.
It was a spoof movie before it was cool to do spoof movies.
Yeah,
that's right.
They never took themselves serious in that whole series.
I think, truth be known, if Adam West probably really wanted to do a serious Batman.
I think out of all of I think he was the only one that wasn't in on the joke.
Yeah,
he was trying to be the serious Batman.
He was the Bob Newhart of Batman.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Well, I'm going to have to go here in a minute.
Yeah.
All right.
I know it's getting late for us, so it's an hour. It's an hour past for you.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I really enjoyed the discussion. We've actually done the entire first round of our brackets.
Yes, we have.
Yeah. So I know that I want to hear in the comments how many people are mad that we picked, what was it, 1976 over 2020. So if you're mad about that, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to BrickTrains, because it's his fault.
I'll take it.
Subscribe to Mardi Gras Man's, and you can subscribe to me too, because I don't ever ask you. But we'll be back with another AFoOL podcast, and be sure to come back and leave a comment. We'll respond to all the ones from the last two videos.
Yep, we will. Bye, guys.
All right, see ya.